Hi there, guys, girls, and everything in between. I'm Tor. This is DF.
Hello, guys.
This is another episode of Shadowrun Returns. So let's get back into the action. Right, what are these? Right, optional. Meet all the black market vendors in the safe house. Deliver the stones to Miss Lila, which is optional. Find the medbay in the safe house and investigate Sam's bunk. Right. I'll meet all the black market vendors. Then we'll deliver the stones and come back down and investigate Sam's bunk, because I think that's the one that moves the story on. You're alright there, dear.
I'm starting to get a little tired, actually.
Alright, I promise, next time it auto-saves, which I think will be when we leave the Union, we'll call it for this session.
Sure.
Alright. Oh, this is my stash. I can sell that. I don't need that anymore. Equip that, and might as well take that. Oh yeah. Found my stash. Let's see if we can get any new spells. She's one of the black market vendors, so I need to talk to her. In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's residential medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanic fetishes. This is the sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. Oh, so she's not just a doctor, she's a shaman as well. That's probably why she has a little limp on her shoulder. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Charity back to us. Thanks for that. You're welcome, Doc. And I gotta say, that was some work you did on her. Your talents may be going to waste down here. High praise for a simple arm swap. Perhaps, especially since she wouldn't let me repair her face. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar, after all. For purveyors of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as a Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? Tell me more about trauma kits. Trauma kits are a fully automated stabilization unit that includes a defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet. Exactly, but you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own field tech. Even their stuff has its limits. I see shamanic fetishes. You're a shaman too. While modern medical technology makes surgery less disrupted than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I'm trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. What's that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Let's see your medical spies, because I'm not going to ask about cyberware. Oh wow. So, I'm guessing this is the stuff we will always have available to us whenever we come here. Because that's some expensive stuff and I haven't got... Oh. Okay, I've got 1,000, but... I'll save it for now. Don't know if I want a trauma kit yet. Yeah, I'll leave her because that was a lot of me talking without you, and I feel that's just taking away from the viewers.
Well, I can't speak for everyone.
You mean no credit? Eric, I think that's the guy we got the armor from.
Yeah.
Hello, Jean. He looks magic-y. I don't know what. Ah, Noog's gone. I liked Noog. David Fry too. Okay, that's piqued my interest. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in chaotic patchwork quilts of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno bitstorm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm.
Huh. That's a dwarf? I know that look. Don't let the sight of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists. And if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer or anything gear you need?
I'm actually gonna skip this. While it will be informative. Actually, no, I'll do it just for the viewers. I have learnt a lot about the Matrix off camera and decking and stuff, and this character isn't a decker, but he might be curious, I suppose. But it'll also teach you guys watching about decking and stuff. What's a deck?
You jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run. When you jack into the local mode of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the fiber of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When the deck's IP is reduced to 0, you will get booted from the system and it'll hurt.
What's a program?
Program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There are a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs.
From what I've read, when a decker decks into the Matrix, the interface and the way it all works is very similar to running around as a mage or a shaman in the real world. What's an ESP?
Johnny, you want to take this one? Sure. When you infiltrate the facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the Matrix, you are all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which when you deploy it, manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities.
Yeah, so like I said, when you're in Matrix, that's kind of like a shaman or a rigger summoning drones or the things that shamans summon, spirits. Oh, that's all they tell you. So, see you later. I'm not going to look at what they've got. So.
Oh, I'm being rude. Let me allow to introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend, Yona Klein.
While in the same overalls you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and invisible as most infamous deckers today.
Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be.
How is decking used?
Decking skill is often used just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally a run will have the option or the requirements to go into the local Matrix LAN or the facility you're infiltrating in order to gain access to your valuable information, control more important things in the real world.
Why are you dressed as a janitor?
Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rap for getting in and getting out of systems so clearly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made, possibly because I was able to get inside a facility, posing as janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me.
I don't know how my character knows this, but is it true you were part of the Echo Mirage team?
Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade and he's been smart enough to not to tell me. So, he's sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop.
See you guys around. TV Groom. Theodore Buster Groomer is well-groomed orc. It's alright, I'll take the voice. I've got my metal voice back. Dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight. They say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful. Oh, it doesn't need my metal voice. He talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Bunker Buster Groomer at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? I decided not to make his voice soft. I don't care what it says up there. He's a pig and orc. What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. He's going American as well, apparently. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec, or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. So what can I get you? Let's have a look at what you've got. I might cut some of these looking around the shops because, yeah, not as exciting for viewers. Nothing really. I don't really need anything. Because I don't really use them. I suck with guns. I'm leaving. Nothing now, thanks. Okay. However, I've got a feeling this dude here is the armor dude.
Yeah.
Because I remember him from upstairs. Change of clothes, change of life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Show me what you have. Ah, it's the same options as before.
Yep.
I can afford the alley punk now though. But I don't really think that's my style. Although in one of my other runs, my character took that, and it does look a bit weird. It's HP +3, but this is actually helping me with my spells, so that's granting me willpower. Although that's armor 4 and that's armor 2. I'm gonna leave that for now. There might be more spells that I want, which I'm guessing is from this guy. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular house. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares.
Good evening, young elf, and welcome to this humble loan that we call Union. I am Algeron Half-Dream. You easy way through this sixth world, I offer you the best in medical fussy spells and fetishes for the conjurers of spirits.
Let me see what you have. 'Cause it's definitely my thing. Oh, I could have a dispel magic. Spells any ongoing magical effects. Have contemplate mana ball. Target ignores all enemies last 2 rounds. Mind wipe. Stun bolt. A stun spell which does -1 AP to the target. Acid stream. Stream acid. It does ongoing -HP for 1 round. Oh, it's only for 1 round though. Distraction. Lightning bolt. Bolt of lightning that does. Targets. Flamethrower is better. Oh, and that one does -1 AP. Oh, there's shaman stuff. Weapons. Spells. Oh. Mana ball, I actually think will do better than throwing grenades, so I'm gonna pick it up because soon I'll be able to have another spell. I'm not sure if I want to pick up some other stuff just so I've got some switching out options. There's like, I do like aim, but it didn't really. I'm not sure if I like aim more than armor though. That's the only thing. But yeah, that'll do for now because chi casting, and conjuring, consumables are all for shamans because they're all about summoning elementals. So yeah, mana ball will do for when we have enough karma to up our spellcasting. I've met everyone, but it hasn't given me any karma. Damn. And I need about 6. I think I'll leave getting the armor as well. Although what might get me karma is giving those diamonds. Should sell that really. To be fair, I mostly want to be offensive rather than defensive, so I'm actually going to swap out armor for mana ball, which is like an explosion. Okay, now I'm going to go upstairs and find that dude. That's now just a door that I can go up and down from whenever I want. There's Mr. Delilah. Don't need to ask about him. But I will go and speak to Miss... yeah, I'll go speak to Miss Kabata. Just because I didn't earlier, and I regretted it.
How else may I be of service?
Is Mr. Delilah here tonight?
Yes, Mr. Leia is in the back bar. That's usually where he does business.
You mentioned Coyote's Crusade. What is it?
Coyote grew up in the royal and managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to the sim chaps and became addicted to beetles. Coyote has been hearing her way through ship houses for a month now, searching for him and acting as one-woman cleanup crew.
If you don't mind, how did you get involved in all this?
I'm a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven and a marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to conquer great and do business.
Any Johnsons or fixers here tonight?
In addition to Mr. Zelaya, you may wish to speak to Van Grass. He is often stage-side. Van Grass is most often receiver of found articles, but occasionally has work.
I'll be going now. So, I think fixers kind of give out quests. They'll ask you to get stuff for them or do runs. Whereas in Cyberpunk, the term fixer is used for people who get you stuff, and it's actually a character class. Let's talk to Mr. Delilah. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shotty on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done, and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move on over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down.
What do you want?
Mrs. Delilah, we have business to discuss.
What business? I got no business with you.
We're with Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention.
Why didn't you say so? Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she?
She's downstairs in the med bay. Got her arm torn off on the job.
No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two?
He's Paco.
Great. We're all introduced. Now give me my stones.
Hold back the best stones and give him the rest. I'm gonna be a cheeky bastard.
Meant to read it in an instance.
Yeah, sorry.
As a Euroscope in his eye, moving quickly through what appears to be the most valuable stone, he stops when he finds what appears to be ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters.
Maybe I should have kept that.
That's the one. Pockets this. Okay, you did the job, but you were late, and Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling
Magnanimous
tonight, so you guys can keep the gem you already pocketed. I think that's a writing mistake.
Yeah, typo. You're good.
Mr. Lila look you up and down, takes you all in. Listen, you look like the sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up.
He dismisses you with a wave.
Looks like you impressed him. I know a fence of those gems. Van Grass, follow me. Seems we need to talk to him as well.
Yeah. We might not have if I didn't hold back the gems, but because I'd already knew I met another fence, I thought, oh, I'll try and get some money out of this. I didn't notice if I got any karma though. Van Grass is fiddling with his eyebrow while noodling on his PDA.
You back? Still busy? Oh, what's your story?
I'll use my charisma when it can get me something. I can see you're a busy man. He nods his head.
That's right. And
So I won't bother you. So I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. You have his attention.
Ray stones, huh? Let's see these ray stones.
You hear the servos of Angrath's cyber eye whir as magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less.
Where did you get this trick? Gamble machine. I'll give you 1,000 for them.
Oh wow, my etiquette is finally coming into play. Did the software in your HUD appraise the value of these stones? He looks amused.
Could be.
We both know that the International Gemological Institute will set the price far higher than your offer.
I'll take your time for you to get up, New Yam fight. Let's call it 2,000.
You got a deal.
Done. Give me your cred stick.
Awesome. Which has got me 2,000 million. Alright. Nice. So now pretty much all that's left is to investigate Sam's bunk. Hopefully that'll move the story on, and then some kind of autosave will happen, and we'll let the DF get some sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Although, do I want to buy that armor? It looks more badass than the crap I'm wearing. Yeah, that's.
Wouldn't that remove one of your points, though? Like in willpower.
It'll remove the bonus one, but I've upped willpower since we last fought, so I should actually be all right. We'll sell that old armor, and we'll sell the armor we are currently wearing. May be a bad idea. Oh, doesn't show up.
Well, because you're having it on. You can't run around naked, you know?
I remember somebody complaining on the forums that they actually did manage to do that. That was kind of cool. I don't particularly look magey anymore, but I'm hoping there'll be some better mage armor, like an upgrade to this. Although I don't know when or where we're going to get that from. And I shall sell the armor I don't like the look of. Yeah. Never know when that new un's going to come in handy. Ah, we can chat to Johnny Clean. Have a quick chat to him, because I think it'd be cool if we get him on our team. It says be careful out there. I won't even make you read that. That's right. Let's go and have a look at this. His bunk. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find old photographs that seems a lot of wear. Look at the images in the photo. The pictures of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock at the edge of the lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Look at the image on the photo. Ah, it gives me the option to... That's kind of weird. Check the back of the photo. Written is... in a woman's hands the words Sam and Jessica. Ah! Jessica was the person who sent Sam that letter that we couldn't read all of from on his corpse. Like Sam-ish, State Park, summer 2040. Oh, I think we're in 2050 odd? I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay,
Something
pocket it.
around it.
Yeah. Sam and Jess. Have a quick chat with Coyote because we've dealt with those pearls now.
You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. When I take a load off and watch with me?
I found something in the bunk Sam was using.
Yeah, great. What was it?
A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister?
Yeah, I did. You mentioned her once or twice. Didn't sound like they get along that well. She thinks. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him. By that point he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable.
Your comlink chips and the screen showing the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you.
Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, Ripper got one. The victim worked at NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this.
Put it on my tab. You there now?
Better get there quick before McCluskey arrives.
The image on your PDA dissolves and as the call ends.
Another Reaper murder, eh? Where?
The docks. I've got to go.
Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royal before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us.
Thanks. I appreciate the help. Alright, so it's probably go upstairs, go to the cab place, and it'll probably autosave then. So, looks like this session's going to be ending soon, but
Unfortunately for Tort, yeah, because he wanted to play all this night long.
Oh, I could happily play this game till the end of this entire story. In fact, once we're done with this story, depending, I might get some feedback from you guys, but I could either show you some of the differences of running with a different character type, or what I might do is install some of the user-generated content. Also, there is going to be an expansion of a new campaign set in it's somewhere in Germany, I think it's Berlin, and when that comes out I'll try and get a hold of that as well. So there's probably going to be Shadowrun's probably going to be a fairly permanent fixture on my channel. Take a tab to South Seattle docks. Confirm. And I'll read this thing and then autosave. And
You can always read this in the next episode because it's gonna load again.
I could. That's true. Yeah. Damn. I used to like saying though, if you want me to read this, go to the last episode. But no, it probably would make more sense to read it in the next episode. Just remind me that I haven't read it then. Alright. We'll just continue to see where it is. Game autosaved. It's nicely autosaved. And again, we've got another vibrant looking little city here going on. So,
Yeah.
And as always, there always seems to be a random dwarf just standing around in the place where we load. Not one with like that we can talk to above his head, but there's just always a dwarf. They're ubiquitous. Alright, anyway, so yeah, this screen's now going to fade out into the usual outro, so after this episode it'll be a new recording session. Okay, thanks guys.
You care.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a like. If you want to see more from me, like hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget DF's channel. Check out his stuff. He's better than I am at most things.
You don't have to say that.
I'm one of the most derpy of the Tux team. Anyway, speaking of the Tux team, check out our Facebook and you can see pretty much all of us, everything we get up to, which is Facebook/Team Tuxedo. It should be in the description, along with my personal one. You can leave comments, but at the moment, as it stands, I can't reply to any comments on YouTube. So if you want to get in touch with me, go to my Facebook page, which should also be linked down there. Just Talk Tuxedo, and you'll have an easier chance of replying to me. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Say bye, DF.
Bye.